Yeah, Tony.
All right.
I think OBS has kind of taken over now and calmed things down, so we're looking okay.
All right, I'm getting ready to just hit the podcast button and see if this works. Let's transition over. Let's see, did this work? Oh, I'm fucking too good at this because I've perfectly put storms into my chat. Although you're actually a bit too low for my liking. Hold on, a move. You're not level with me. I didn't get the logos in. I didn't get time.
Does this help?
This is help. All right there, K-Pasa. Forehead cam.
Go ahead. Try to box it the right way.
Here, do you guys play music in this, by the way?
Oh,
How's the debating about it?
But I think I'm gonna probably turn it off if we're.
Yeah, I just turned mine off there. Welcome everybody, episode 2.
I always forget to play music ever.
Well, I've turned it off because we're putting it on Spotify, so I was like, I'm gonna be careful this week.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not gonna put episode 1 on.
Sure.
Oh shit, I didn't stream Mark. I'm a dick. Okay, work perfect. Hello, welcome in everybody, episode 2 of the podcast. You have got 3 cameras now. All cameras on one side. Now, if you're in Stormerzilla's, my camera looks different, and I apologize because my OBS was shit in the bed. It's what we can.
I'm glad we got figured it out.
Oh
no.
Godzilla, stay with us.
Stella, stay with us. Stay with us.
You got a little robotic there for a second.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just a little bit. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
We're just starting. Please.
Oh no. Oh no.
I literally also closed every other thing down that I don't need right now. Just to make sure.
Oh, let me close on Spotify. Good call.
Good call. Yeah, I'm going to close my Spotify too. I'm just going to keep Discord open and my Twitch chat.
Yep.
And I need that open. I'm going to keep all my bots open. We should be fine.
Like last week, we were trying podcasts out the first time. This week, we're trying out cameras and all being on the same screen together. And
Yes, sir.
Who knows how this goes?
Really
Who knows how this goes?
We don't know how it's going to go, right? But look.
But I do know how it starts.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Too late. I've already cracked mine open.
You bastard!
Don't worry. Hold on.
You know what?
Hold on.
We're now taking applications for new podcast
Hold on.
members.
Yeah.
Look, I will open.
We would
I will
prefer if you
open.
were overseas. We just
yeah.
Bruh. My feelings.
Bruh.
My feelings. I didn't put my mobile. All right.
Hello, teacher.
Raise them up.
I will crack it. I'll
Yes.
crack it. Raise it up.
Coors, Lager, what's yours, Fluff?
Tiny Rebel Club Tropica.
1, 2, 3. The Good Craic.
Coors
Oh.
is a terrible crack.
Coors does have a terrible crack.
Deep.
I've also.
That's
It's awful.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I also pre-cracked this. I recorded like cider, but we'll save that for after. I can.
That's right.
Sco-
Chrissy wanted you to have a beer and cider, so you listen to her.
Ugh.
Fluff is going to be double fisting.
Here, tell her she can hush her mouth out of us. Gone in no time.
He better be shit faced by then.
No.
It's gonna take a while. My man Fluff can put him down.
Yeah, it's in my blood. Wait, what blood?
There's one in each hand. He
Coors
can put
Light
him
is
down.
disgusting. I'm gonna have to chug these.
Oh,
Coors Light,
me with
no.
a good time.
Coors Light. I know, right? We have a topic, but we're going to talk about beer. Coors Light draft is okay. Draft Coors Light is actually fine.
I don't think I've ever had draft Coors Light.
Seriously,
Also, Teeter, thank you for letting me know.
seriously, no. Okay. That's
I don't
interesting.
think I've ever had a draft Coors Light.
Oh wow.
I have. have.
Yeah, I've had it too.
I used to love Blue Moon.
Oh, Blue Moon's lovely.
Was my favorite,
What's
especially
the
on
trick?
draft with a fresh orange slice.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Oh.
you have to have the orange slice, or it's not. Or I don't want a Blue Moon. Don't give it to me.
Ugh, who puts fucking healthy shit in their beer?
You don't put an orange in Blue Moon?
But you put a nice
No.
orange slice in it.
Oh my gosh, you gotta try it.
Mwah.
I do put.
Wow.
I,
You
and
have
that's
to
it.
try it.
I put a lemon. No, I put a lime into my Corona.
Okay.
I mean that's important too. It's the
Some
same thing.
people do put lemons in their Corona.
I've seen that as well. I have done that in the
That's
bar too.
weird.
And
I don't know if I would like that.
I got asked
They're not the same without fruit in it.
the first
Yeah.
time I got asked to do it in the bar. I was like, sorry, what? Yeah, can I have a lemon in it? No.
Did you know? We're going off real topic right
Okay,
now.
we are going on. We have a topic, by the way, guys, but we're going off topic to start.
But, yeah. First 5 minutes we can talk about whatever.
Yeah.
If you were to close your eyes and not know if you were tasting a lemon or a lime, chances are you wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Do I have lemons and limes in the house?
I was gonna say.
What's in the house? Hold on. Rachel's on her way home. Rachel.
You got lemons and lime.
I need lemons. I need lemons. I need lime. And I need them stat.
No, it is correct.
I need them yesterday.
Multiple people have tried it. Like me and all my friends, we tried it because we heard that theory, and only like 2 people got it right. Everyone else got it wrong. I couldn't tell the difference.
Yeah, see, I'd have to test it. I honestly don't know. In my head, I think I could, but then I guess
you could.
Yeah, because I feel like they are both so citrusy that I don't know.
Yeah. Also, Fluff, do you not put lemon in your water? Do you ever have lemon water?
I hope you can see my face. Does that answer your question?
I don't like the option.
Okay.
Peter was asking.
Okay, here's the thing. Anybody who puts lemon in the water over here, posh. That's it.
What? Posh?
Posh.
Posh.
Yes.
What's that?
Just posh. Silver spooned.
Fancy.
Do you want to know how? Do you want to know how I take my water? I go to my
Posh and Spice Girls.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, same idea.
From the tap.
So posh is cucumber water. That's the thing too. So how I take my water is I go to my actual American style fridge. I crack some ice out of it. I go to the tap, turn the tap on, and drink it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't need fancy water.
Chris, he was saying the only thing Fluff puts in water is Sneak.
Hashtag sponsor me. Sorry, hold on.
Sneak, you want
Where?
podcast, baby? Let's go.
Here, Groot, hold my Sneak.
Yeah, Groot.
I am Groot. Groot can hold the Snake.
I love that. Fluff, I think that's why we became friends.
Who?
You and me, because you got Groot. That huge Groot. That's when I was like, I need to be friends with him.
Well, we were friends before Groot, and then Groot sealed the deal.
Yeah.
You know, Groot sealed the deal. Also, if you ever come visit, no, you can't take him home.
Okay.
You're not allowed to. You can hug him.
Can I?
You can shower him with love.
Able to fit in my suitcase.
No, because
That'd be
Sometimes
interesting.
would allow him to come back.
That'd be interesting when it goes through like the X-ray machine. It's just like a Groot, like. Go through the machine, they're like,
what is this in your pocket?
small child. What is this thing?
Anybody in any
That's
chat, anybody in anybody's chat who hasn't seen Groot, I will hold them for you, CC. Also, did I show you? I got Zeus as well. I got a random stuff.
I haven't seen that.
I got Zeus.
Put it up closer to the camera. No, yeah, I definitely didn't see that before.
So when we were away in September, we went to this really what's the word? It's a shop that does like palm readings and like sells like incense.
Like a
psychic? They sell incense. I called it witchcraft, but she was a really nice girl. And I hadn't drank as much money as I thought, and I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna buy a Zeus actually." So I bought Zeus. Also, Groot is the size of my head.
We're in an asylum.
Right, hold on.
Yeah,
There we go. Right, Groot's in the podcast now as well. The child can sit beside me.
he is so big.
He's so fucking big.
How much does he weigh?
The miracle girl.
Not that heavy. His heavy part's the head, like, but he's not that heavy.
Yeah.
He's top heavy.
Dano, what is a Dano? I know you're a troll in real life, so I'm not answering that question. What is a Groot? We are Groot.
I am Groot.
Okay, we've gone off topic. Are we going on topic?
Yes.
All right, topic master Storm. What is this week's topic?
This week's topic is presented by Sneak Energy.
hashtag not that. Hashtag not that. Hashtag please sponsor us.
Hashtag not that. Hashtag please sponsor us. Yeah. So this week's topic is we're going with retro games. Essentially, what got us into gaming, what we started with.
Mm-hmm. That's it. I thought you'd more to say there.
I didn't want to go too specific because I didn't want to like narrow us down. So I wanted generalized.
Okay. Who wants to take it away then?
I will. I tried looking this up. I don't exactly know which came first for me.
Okay.
It was either the original Game Boy or Sega Genesis. And I looked up when they both came out, and they came out a year different from each other. I was born in 87, and they came out in 88, 89. So
that's right,
by the time I got around to gaming them, they both had been out equally.
That was consoles the best. We sort of started talking about streaming.
I probably started with the Game Boy, the
original
Game Boy. And when I think about it, Pokemon was probably
Wow.
that's the one. That's if I'm picking between the two, I think it was Pokemon.
Storm has a few more questions.
I have a few more questions.
Well,
About how
yeah,
we started gaming and stuff.
yeah. Well, that's
Peter said, didn't we cover this topic last week?
we loosely covered it through streaming. But
Yeah.
we're deep diving today.
Come on, Peter. Pay attention.
We're deep diving. Like it's the
So-
podcast on YouTube. You should have watched it. Not right here. Good. There you go. Cheers. Sorry, Tater. Love you, bro.
So definitely, I definitely remember turning on that original Game Boy and just like
So here's
my hands again.
So I'm gonna just counter question out there because me and you are technically the same age. There's like a couple months of difference. And Pokemon was your first game.
I'm trying to think. I can't remember if Game Boy or Sega came first. That's why I'm not sure. If it was Sega, then it was probably like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, I think anybody
So
was Sega was Sonic.
I don't know which one I had gotten first. I can't remember exactly.
The
Sega Genesis?
Yeah,
yeah,
Sega
it would have been
Genesis.
Genesis.
I have a funny story, little story about that.
Go for it. I was going to I'll follow up.
I'm
Mine.
the youngest of siblings. I have 4 other siblings. There's 5 of us.
I can barely not
two
kill
of
my
my-
sister.
My one brother's born in 87, and the other one's 85, and then 89 or something like that, I think.
So are you the
But
youngest?
yeah, I'm the youngest. And so they grew up playing Sega Genesis, and I used to want to play with them. So what they would do is just give me the remote, the controller, not plugged in. And it was like before this was all cool now. But I used to
It's
sit
all
there thinking
chestnut.
I would play it. And then my brothers would be like, yeah, she ain't playing this. Like, I don't want her to break it.
I may have done that to my sister too. Don't worry.
So all I got to do was just sit there and hold the remote, thinking I was playing though. So
Hey, you felt it. You felt like you were one of them. You were part of it.
yeah.
So just to go off, because me, as I say, my first one was actually the first one I remember game I remember owning was Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening on the Game Boy. But the first game I remember playing was Mario Kart on the SNES. Now, I wanted a SNES, but I wasn't allowed one, so the Game Boy was the trade-off, and that was my first ever game I owned. And I got like
I don't think I ever played the Game Boy.
the Game Boy was just the Game Boy was amazing. It just was amazing because you could bring it to school. You could play it in school at times. You would, lunchtime and whatnot, break time. And I remember, like, I still have a very good memory of this here, even though school wasn't great at times. I think it was the third year, so that was about. Let me think. Third year was, let me think. Oh my god, 11, 12, 13. And I remember being in one of our forum rooms and playing The Legend of Zelda, and it was the last boss. And it was me and a Game Boy. And you all know the size of a Game Boy screen, like it's fucking shit all squared. There's about 6 people crowded around me as I tried to beat the final boss, and I beat him, and the whole place erupted, and I felt like a fucking king for that 5 minutes. Never mind the rest of the 3 like fucking 7 years, no, but this 5-minute period, fucking like a boss. It was unreal.
That was your precursor to streaming right there.
Pretty much a precursor to streaming, yeah.
Yeah,
It pretty much was.
I never took. My parents never let me take my Game Boy to school, but I do specifically remember after school being at my grandparents' house. Like they babysit me until my parents got home.
Yeah.
And that's where I would play. I'd have my favorite little snacks, and I just play my little Game Boy, stay out of the way.
What was your favorite snack?
Back then, I was probably doing like the cheesy poofs, like cheese ball,
Oh,
or like
shout.
the Golden Graham Bears. Those little
Teddy Grahams?
grams. That's it. Yeah. Whew. Teddy Graham slapped.
They're so good. I still eat them.
seriously.
I haven't had them in so
And there's
long.
actually, have you heard of Annie's, that healthy company?
Well, probably not. No.
I bet
about to
just
say-
They're
just for
supposed to
handing
be
this snake,
healthy, but they taste
for handing this snake, buddy, just
They're
drop that into the
for you.
Good Craic Questions. That's why I remember, please.
I don't believe it. Nothing can taste like them.
Like our back for them, my snorted gaming snack. We're going off topic again, but we always talk about food, so you got to talk about food.
I know.
Was and this will only apply to anybody in Northern Ireland, and I'm not even joking. It was Fives. So Fives were. I'll see if I can get a picture. I'll put it in our Good Craic Podcast chat. They're like these corn snacks, and they were bacon or pickled onion. And they were the bee's knees. They were 5p, 5 pence, so like 5 cents.
They're called fives.
Fives, yeah.
Fives.
No, like, yeah. They're now called high fives, which is kind of the same thing. But I'll see if I can get a proper picture and put it in. But those were kind of.
I was trying to pull something up on Google.
So look for Tato, Tayto, high fives, as in high five, yeg smash, and that is what you're looking for.
What?
Yeah. That's the snack. And bikers.
What is it called?
T Tango Alpha Yankee Tango Oscar. Yes, I know my phonetical alphabet. Yes, I am that kind of nerd. Right? I am that kind of nerd. And I'm not embarrassed about it. I used to get asked in work when one of my old jobs to spell people's names in the phonetic alphabet. Because that's the kind of nerd I was. And still am. So that is what a Tato's 5 is.
Bacon flavored Tato high fives.
So they had bacon. They did have pickled onion. There was also bikers, rollers. So bikers were hot and spicy. Rollers were onion. And there's 2 Tato factories in Ireland, north and south, but they are two different brands. One, and we locally call them Northern and Southern Tato, and there's always a row which one's better and which one came first. If you look Fives Crisps 5p, you'll see the original wrapper as well. I'll put it in the chat for you.
Tato Fives 5p.
No, I've sent you the link there in the Good Craic Podcast chat. Actually, Ozzy's as well. We're going off topic again, but we always talk about food. Good, you're actually heavier than I remember, buddy.
Talk about food, and we always have to talk about alcohol at some point.
What do you say?
It sent me.
We always talk about food and always talk about alcohol.
It's the Good Craic Podcast. Yeah, it's not a Good Craic without food and alcohol.
It didn't work. Sorry though.
Did that not work?
I don't see a picture. I just see a Reddit thread.
Yeah.
I think I've just absolutely destroyed John because it's just capital letters. Oh my god, Xeozis. Xeozis were the shit, so they were back then. Literally were what you think X's and O's. No, I was not made to learn the NATO alphabet in school. Just to go off topic.
You were talking about
so
what was the game that you just mentioned?
The game Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening.
That's it. I have never played a Legend of Zelda game.
And that's the end of the Good Craic Podcast. Thank you very much, guys. I will catch you later.
I for whatever reason I never got into it. I don't mind watching people play it, and maybe I would play it, but for whatever reason I never remember playing any of those games.
Link's Awakening was my first one. Then I did play Ocarina. Never got Majora's, but then I got like Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, Wind Waker, which is an amazing game, underrated. Twilight Princess. Then the new one, Breath of the Wild, phenomenal game. And then Link's Awakening remake came out on the Switch, and I got it too because I was like, this is just my childhood all over again, only in color. It's so much colors
instead of black and white.
Instead of black and white, it's color.
And we were growing up. Yeah. We were in black and white, like it was crazy. Like
and I can play it in the dark because I could see the screen. But yeah, so that's our 2 games. But Zilla, what was your first game? The
first game that I truly remember playing is probably GoldenEye on N64.
GoldenEye found his weakness. I watched it the other day, by the way.
That's probably what I was talking to my brothers last night about it. I was like, I honestly don't really remember what my first game was.
Phenomenal game.
I feel like it was but N64 definitely. Like that was my first console that I really played. Because there was also like I forget the name of it. I can't remember. I meant to look it up earlier, but today has been so hectic.
Perfect Dark?
No, it was you would drive Volkswagen buggies, Volkswagen Beetles, and you would have to like get your color and beat the other person. It was so stupid, but I loved it.
Yeah. Kirby? What did you say? Herbie? No. Well, that's what a beetle is.
I don't. All I remember is that everyone got to be a Volkswagen Beetle, and you picked what color your car was,
Yeah.
and then like you had to drive around like bumper cars and also get the balls of the color of your car.
That's a good one.
It doesn't
Anybody in chat know?
doesn't sound familiar to me.
Let me see if I can.
Beetle Adventure
Volkswagen?
Racing?
Maybe that's what it was.
Tony saying Beetle Adventure Racing. Might be.
But I feel like there was.
I can't type because Grit's on my road. Grit, you're making me twist my head a bit here, mate.
I don't think it was. Yeah, what? But that's the only one that's coming up for Volkswagen Beetle N64
Yeah,
game.
Beetle Adventure Racing, yeah.
That had to be it.
So I think.
So, but I don't see balls.
Tony says he googled N64 punch buggy. Right. Grit, you're going back because you're actually hurting me to hold now, mate.
And then the other game I remember really playing, like super young,
Yeah?
was Tomb Raider on the PC.
Oh, fuck yeah, Tomb Raider.
like
Throwback,
I used to play it religiously when people would ask me what I wanted to be when I was older. I'd say Tomb Raider.
Nope. Nearly said a bad joke there. Nope. Something to do with points, and that's all I'm saying.
I remember with Sega Genesis. I never had an N64. Some of my friends did, but I never did the N64. But with Sega Genesis, I definitely had a college football game. And the reason I remember it is every time you caught a kickoff, you could literally run up the sideline almost to their end zone and just keep circling around. And the opposing team would just stay in a clump and like follow you. So I would do that like 7 times around the field. That and then this game that I was just looking up was show it. WWF, like I was kind of a couple wrestling games. I remember Royal Rumble, but this one with Doink the Clown. I remember the moves in this game were freaking ridiculous. Just like
Doink the Clown.
Oops.
It wasn't No Mercy because No Mercy was a 64.
Oh,
I actually haven't done your camera right. I'm disappointed in myself.
This game definitely sticks out in my head. The moves were just so weird. Doink the Clown. I don't know. Just like Yoko's. What was this guy? There was Lex Luger. Like just all kinds of crazy.
Did you guys
That
ever
should take
play
me back. Those were back in the days when I was loving wrestling.
Yeah.
American Idol?
American
Idol?
Did you
What?
play the game American Idol?
American
No.
Idol.
Oh my god, it was so much fun.
Oh my
It was
God,
on
I didn't know it had one.
PS2.
Didn't even know it had one.
PS2.
Yeah, it was on the PS2, and
Did you like button mash to sing?
yep, exactly.
PS2 had actually did have microphones at a point. It had SingStar. There was a version of SingStar.
Oh, I was never a singer.
Yeah.
I was always
Like rock band, I was always either the drummer or the guitarist.
drummer or guitarist for me too. Still remember how we broke our drum set. Everybody's going back here. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Remember that game? Fucking brilliant.
Rock band's actually where Bridgezilla came from.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Whoa!
I love you, Wisconsin.
Yep.
Damn.
PlayStation Eye Toy and Kinect.
True origin story.
So like that's kind of our first games. So growing up, I'm thinking sort of. I don't even know. I'm not going to say an age range, obviously, because there's different ages. But what was your favorite game from your childhood that you remember playing? Your favorite one. And I'll go first because you used to look like you're really concentrating over there and thinking hard. And I love it. It's like So for me, I seen Dino. I see your comment there, and I'll come back to it because I think we're going to have to talk about Guitar Hero now as well. For me, it was the original Metal Gear Solid, and when I got the original Metal Gear Solid, I must have been first year in high school, so 11. Because obviously, like you guys have middle school and all, which is completely we've one school basically.
I was gonna say, wait, your first year of high school, you were 11 years old?
Yeah. Why? Okay, so what's the American like teenage school system then? We'll call it, because for us, it is you go to high school at 11, and you stay in high school until 5th year minimum, which is 16, and you can then stay on an extra 2 years to upper sixth, which is 18.
So we have like kindergarten through 5th grade. I'm not gonna figure out the ages.
It's
but
5 years old to 11.
so that's
Seriously?
that's like our elementary school.
Yeah.
So for us, that's primary school, and that is first year to 7th, P7. Primary 1 to 7.
And then from 12 to 15 is middle school.
So that is our high school, yeah.
And then 15 to 18 is high school.
So that is still our high school, but you can transfer.
Yeah,
Do vary a little bit, but yeah, it's typically elementary through 5th, and then 3 years of middle school, and then 4 years of high school.
yeah.
Okay.
Some people do have only 2 years of middle school,
Okay.
and then 5 in high school.
It depends. Like some of their schools like combine differently,
Yeah. Okay.
but yeah.
Yeah, for us.
Back in my day.
I
Back in
could
my
not
day.
imagine being 11
Yeah.
and like be around 18-year-olds like in school. I would be so
Yeah.
intimidated.
Funny, I had a conversation with this the other day. When I joined my high school, we had 750 pupils, and they ranged from 11 to 18. So there was,
weird.
you would have had 4 classes across each year, 4, I don't know, classes, grade A, B, C, or whatever they were called back in those days. Can't remember what they were called. And you would have went through, and then when you were 16, you could leave it. You could leave school in 5th year, which is called GCSEs here. That was your exams, but you had to leave like school in the UK and Ireland. You have to have them UK is GCSE, Ireland is leaving certs. And then John's just J-Max just come in the chat saying, and I knew that my sister was the head girl of his school when he was in school. She was much more pleasant than I was as a child. But anyway, so back to the game I fell in love with as a child was Metal Gear Solid. It was then Hideo Kojima went fucking nuts after 3. But Fluffy and Awake confirmed, yes, Abyss, me and you have had this conversation. Yes, me and my sister are identical to each other. She just has longer hair. So I remember I broke my arm in first year of high school and got Metal Gear Solid, and trying to survive the electrocution torture by Liquid Snake with the broken arm in your prominent hand, my right hand, is the hardest fight I've ever had to do in any video game. Just for that. Just for that. Excuse me.
Zilla, you're muted.
Yeah, you're very muted. Zilla is talking, but we can't hear Zilla.
Well, while she's muted, I'll go. I think. Well, I'm trying to think. I know Sonic the Hedgehog. Like once again, Sega Genesis. Sonic the Hedgehog definitely sticks out in my head. I
had to talk to chat, but I didn't want to interrupt.
You're good.
The rule is you can talk chat over us unless you really need to.
She must really need to.
My shorts are cutting the blood off.
I know I put a lot of time into Sega Genesis.
I'm sorry.
Or into Sonic. I played that a lot.
Ouch.
I think the game I probably put the most time in, and I've mentioned this in my stream, is SOCOM.
SOCOM US Navy SEALs.
And there was 2, and then I think there was 3. But that was the first game that I joined a clan with friends, and we had clan battles. Back then, it wasn't for money, it was just to get your name on top of it. They had a website with a leaderboard and all that shit.
You
so it was
had
just
friends back then?
A couple, enough to play on a team.
Why you got to be so rude? Baby, come back. Old COD days, yeah. Oh yeah, so SOCOM, I remember SOCOM as well.
I had a couple.
Yeah, I had a few.
I feel like my favorite game, probably Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Childhood favorite game, or Mario Party. But that was
Mario
teenage years.
Yeah, see, Mario Party missed me because it was teenage years for me, but also was GoldenEye was our game as 10, 11-year-olds at that time, and we used to just always run around GoldenEye.
Joseph, GoldenEye was my very first game I ever played, really.
Oh.
An N64.
I kind of so
I feel like Tomb Raider or Sims. I was a huge Sims person.
I'll even say that even some of the games I played Half-Life on an absolute heap of dirt. God love him. He bought the PC, but it was not built for gaming, and was able to play Half-Life on it because a guy in my school when I was like,
Metroid on NES was goated.
which one?
Metroid?
Oh, Metroid. Oh, fuck yeah. Well, please tell me.
That's what Joe's had just
Oh,
said.
come on. The Metroid games were amazing. Oh,
Hello, Applejacks.
I started playing the Prime series, which was the GameCube series.
I haven't played.
So I'm going too far forward there at that stage. I'm sort of staying retro before 2000. 2000s. Where retro for me was before.
I was only 8 years
That's
old.
actually,
Thanks. Thanks. To be fair, I was only 2000, I was 14. I would have been 14 at this stage in 2000.
So actually, I do have to admit, now that we did bring that up, when I was talking to one of my brothers last night and I was telling him what we were going to talk about today, I was like, yeah, the two guys I do it with, they're a little older. I'm like, I think they're 36. He goes, Bridget, that's my age. That is not old, so knock it off.
Also, fuck you, I'm not 36.
I think you told 30, 35,
No!
34.
Yeah, get it right the third time, Ah. I'm closer to 35 now, but we'll not talk about that. Actually, am I? No, I'm not. I'm not.
Hello, Karigo. Happy Friday. How are you?
In chat, along with kind of what you were just saying, what generation do you consider retro nowadays? Up until what generation? As far as I'm thinking more of the system. What is the system that you would make a cutoff as far as being retro?
Well,
I think
depends on the age
I
of the
think
person.
retro would be
pre PS3.
64.
64 is I'd say PS1.
Dreamcast. Would you say Dreamcast?
No, Dreamcast was PS2.
When did Dreamcast come out?
Dreamcast was out around the same time as the PlayStation 2, so it's early 2000s. Dreamcast release.
Yeah.
I would say PS2
98.
or older.
Dreamcast was 98. Okay.
Because I was gonna say maybe before 2000.
See, to me, retro's before 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me personally, because
I still have a PlayStation 3, and the only reason I have it is so I can play college football, NCAA college football. That's the only reason I have it.
You still use it?
Yeah.
It still works.
Yeah, it's a little rough, but it still works. That and college basketball is the only two things I play on it. Just because I don't have that on any other system right now.
Yeah.
So, I feel the college football games. I mean, I guess I probably should have said that. I've probably put the most time into, because I got those religiously every single year. I got the college.
No idea what a boot disc is, Cam.
It was like Madden for me.
Yeah.
But I loved the college football games, NCAAs.
The only game that I got continuously as they released them was Call of Duty. Call of Duty 2.
Funny enough, Call of Duty or Legend of Zelda for me, yeah. Where's he going? Oh, he's getting all beer. Yeah, Call of Duty or Legend of Zelda for me. I think I sort of rediscovered a new love for gaming once I got my 360.
I also love Snowboarding Kids
Snowboarding
on
Kids?
N64.
It was 1080 for us. No, wait. No, it wasn't 1080.
Snowboarding Kids?
Never heard of Snowboarding Kids.
So good.
Never heard
Storm,
of it.
did you play Snowboarding Kids?
Snowboarding Kids.
Yeah, that was a great game, Zilla. Yes, it was, Josa.
I'm looking at
So
Snowboarding Kids.
Cam's in chat saying here that he had a boot disc for the Dreamcast and you put it in first. Dreamcast did a thing that said, now add game, then add your copied game. So he had all the games for the Dreamcast. It's like Jet Set Radio. I always wanted to play Jet Set Radio and I never got a chance to play it.
Appreciate CMB.
Never got to play Jet Set Radio. And I didn't get
I didn't play this once again just because it was an N64 game. I didn't have an N64. I don't remember playing that.
Jet Set Radio.
Oh my god, that one I played a lot.
Was Jet Set Radio not Dreamcast?
What game?
Was Jet Set Radio not Dreamcast?
Jet Set Radio.
I'm near certain it was just Dreamcast.
I don't know if I played that one.
Shenmue was another one.
Skating one. I don't think I played that one either.
You used to get your Friday night rental from Blockbuster.
Yeah.
I have a brilliant story about something like that there. So my town that I live in now has a bigger population, but back then it just wasn't big enough to support a major chain rental company. So the closest one, which would have been Extravision, we had Blockbuster, but it was Extravision in Ireland, it's about 10 miles away, roughly. That made me closer. But anyway, we had a local one in the town, and they rented out PlayStation 1 games. So when I got my PS1, Dad would have rented me out. So I remember having
too, Josa.
Ridge Racer Revolution. I rented it. There was a couple other Road Rash. Oh my God, Abyss! I had Road Rash. You've just triggered a memory. Oh my God, Road Rash on the PS1. Oh my God, yes! Oh, memories.
Road Rash was dope.
It was Soundgarden. Soundgarden was the theme. It was Rusty Cage by Soundgarden. Was the first time I ever heard Soundgarden in my life. It was fucking amazing. Oh,
this right here, chat.
So
basically, it was a motorcycle racing game, but you had like weapons.
Yeah.
You could pick people off their bikes or hit them with chains and stuff. Like
I've never played that.
Oh, Road Rash was so much fun. I remember having the chain.
Fun.
The chain was mine as well. But so I would have went in and rented games every so often from there, and they knew me because I went to school with the owner's son. And I remember going in I was checking this out when the original GTA came out. So for all you children in chat, that was the top-down GTA. Some people may never have played. Did either of you two play that?
I don't think I did because I don't think I knew about it. Like, I didn't think it was... My parents probably like steered me away from it, so I didn't know it when it came out.
Dano, we're calling back that one, Dana. So GTA came out roughly when I was 10. Give or take. It was initially released in 1997. So went into the store, and I vividly remember this. Went into the store, and it was nice. It was a wee dark, dinky store. John, you'll know where it is. It's where the Beauticians is now in the town, beside the old Chinese. And we have an old and a new Chinese. But anyway, talking about food again. Went in, and I was like, "Oh, GTA's here." And I used to turn it. I turned it around, looked at the back, and goes, "I can kill people." All right, bet. Took it up to the counter and handed it up, and I had to reach up to hand it up to the counter because it was tiny back then. And he went to me, he goes, your dad in the car? He goes, yep. He know you're renting this? Yep. He okay with you renting this? Yep. Completely lying my ass off. So I was gone, rented it, came out on the car. Dad didn't check it. Didn't know to check it back then. That was okay. Didn't have a TV in my room, so it was playing in the kitchen. So I was in playing GTA. And I remember finding the cheats somewhere and getting flamethrower, standing in the middle of the road and just going around in a circle, burning people. And they just swore at you, like really loud. And I had the TV up quite loud, and you could always hear when somebody was coming from our, so we had the kitchen room and the sitting room, the living room, and you could always hear them coming in. So as soon as I heard the door open, I was fumbling for the TV remote to mute the TV and just sitting mum, just sit so quietly, enjoying your game, son. Yep. Burning this poor woman, chasing this granny down the street with a flamethrower.
Are you winning, son?
Are you winning, son? But Dino's just popped me another one in my memory here was Driver. Driver on GTA, and then you had Driver, which was on PS1, and it was basically you were a driver and you couldn't get out of your car. It was 2014. It was a late. Oh no,
Did you ever play
no.
Crazy Taxi?
Oh god, yeah, Crazy Taxi. Somebody mentioned it in my chat here, Cameron. Yeah, Crazy Taxi was great. Manhunt played it. John says I was waiting for a stripper or someone on the screen. I probably picked up a prostitute as well at that stage. Like, but I rented a couple of other games. I think I had the first. No, here's the story. I've told this story before, and I'll tell it again anyway. The first game, and it's actually a question from Radishin. So I'll throw his question in here as well. When you got the original PlayStation 1, you could apply for a demo, which had a Formula 1 game on it, Abe's Oddworld Odyssey, well, the only two I really remember, but there was about 5 or 6 on it as well. So I applied for it. I got my PlayStation at Christmas. I got my PlayStation with the original Worms game. Like, the really pixelated Worms. And let's just say there was a lot of sectarian team names in my Worms game that I won't talk about live on stream. But then you applied for it. The demo didn't come, so Dad rang Sony, and then Sony sent it out. But they sent it out with NFL Game Day 98. It's not even Madden football. NFL Game Day, and that's where I got my love for American football. But the question from Radishin is, name a game you were introduced to by playing a demo from a gaming magazine. So there's a good question.
So wait, a game that you rented because you played the demo?
Rented or bought because you played the demo.
I remember having like one or two of those demo discs that had like a couple games on it, and you got like a little like 15-minute gameplay or something of it. But I don't remember any of them being like a correlation of like, bam, I had to get that game then.
not as a child, no. I think I may have bought Time Splitters 2 from a demo. I'm near certain I got Time Splitters 2 because I played a demo off and I was like, this is amazing. But yeah, I think that was mine. Time Splitters 2.
I don't think I ever, like, off the top of my head, I can't think of any.
No?
I was also thinking to myself when you brought up Blockbuster had, like, you know when you go into a bookstore has a specific smell, right? Like, I like the smell of bookstores, like books, the cover. Like, I remember, like, I still, like, when I think of Blockbuster, I remember the Blockbuster smell of, like, the movies and the games and stuff. It's like, it's not bad, but it's not good. It's just like, it
had a unique smell.
It just was so unique that, like, as soon as you said Blockbuster, like, in the back of my brain was like, I remember just like walking down the wall and like trying to figure out what movie you're gonna get for that weekend, pick 2 of them, and then there was like 2 small shelf areas of just video games and like trying to decide and like, or if I knew my friends were coming over for like a sleepover, it's like I'm picking the games that we're playing and shit. Like,
I'm saying it smelled like your bedroom with popcorn. I'm gonna go back in a minute. I seen a message pop up in the chat. Dano in chat here went, one of my first memories of GTA was me asking my mum and dad what a slut was because an NPC said it.
Oh no!
And Daddy, sorry, Daddy. And I your dad would have been very cool about it though, mate, because I've played COD with him and he's so laid back. But yeah, so that's kind of where, yeah. Like fucking, Black's another good game. Max Payne was another one. Spider-Man game was one I got off playing the demo. Okay,
Max Payne and the Matrix games stick out in my head so much because they brought in the slow motion shooting that like blew my mind for the time. I was like, what? I'm doing what's happening in the movies. You're like coming around corners like.
I think the Matrix game was underrated.
I did not play that one.
Those were awesome.
Matrix game was PS2, I think it was. There was 2 Matrix games, I think. But they were, they
were dope.
They were dope. They were good.
Yes,
they were good.
I only remember American Idol.
Madden. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Yep.
I'm gonna bring up a game that might be traumatizing for some people.
Okay.
You might have to speak to your therapist about it.
There's many game I have to speak to my therapist about, but we'll not.
In school, who played the Oregon Trail? Do you guys remember
what?
Oregon Trail?
Oregon
you guys
Trail.
all know Oregon Trail?
I remember. I never played it.
Okay, so Oregon Trail was on the old school PCs, like those early PCs.
I never had that.
People stream it like today.
When it first came out. But what was so cool about it is you start the game up, you put your name into the game, and then you can put your friends' names in. So like Adam and John and Joseph, come on, we're gonna travel across and do the Oregon Trail. That game
still have your PS1 cam.
Kills people off. They'll be like, oh, Johnny has a broken leg. Are you gonna turn around and go back or leave Johnny? You're like, what?
Johnny has dysentery.
Johnny. Oh, yeah, exactly. Adam got dysentery, died 3 days later. That thing is traumatizing as game, man. Like,
I have heard of it.
Do this shit to try and get to the end.
I had to
look back at all the dead people you left behind to get to the end of the Oregon goddamn trail. Like, you thought it was this innocent game. Now you're making decisions. There's a broken wheel. You got 2 people with dysentery, and you're down on food. Decisions had to be made. At that age, like that
Xbox is huge
right there. When I look back at it at the time, I was like, whatever. But like looking back at it now, it's like you're making life and death decisions in a little side-scrolling game. Like, holy shit! And they had, like I said, it was the name of your friend, so like it had more of a connection. You're like, Adam, I would love to take you, but you have dysentery, my man. You're gone. I'm sorry. I can't save you.
Whenever I played Sims, I would always make myself and then whoever I had a crush on at the time, and then like our family together.
Didn't everybody do that with any sort of simulation game like that?
You were literally playing house.
I found out probably within like the last like few years. There was one time where one of my very oldest brother, went on to the computer and went into my Sims game and killed everyone. He killed all my Sims. And then he accidentally saved it. So him and one of my other brothers went in and remade my people and guessed all their names, and I never knew.
It's like the truth. You just kept going on.
Yeah,
It was
I didn't know what you
you could have to do.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
You're like, your little character. You're like, weren't you Jonathan last week? He's like, I'm Xavier now.
Didn't you have blonde hair?
They were like, it took us probably like 2 or 3 hours just trying to think, okay, what do you think the guy's name was? Well, who does she like? who does she talk about?
Who does she like? That's fucking brilliant. Oh my god, that's amazing. I was going to say something. PS2 was going down the lines of. I suppose that's not really retro, so maybe come back to that. But another good question from Cam here is: if you could have any game you first started playing remade, which one would it be, and what would you want new in it?
I had that on my question list too. Smart
Yeah.
person right there.
I feel like GoldenEye would be really fun remade.
I would agree with you. I think GoldenEye arena style shooter just 4-person. Doesn't need 4-person any more than 4 in it. Golden gun mode on fucking facility. Or the fucking I mean the fucking the forest one. I can't even mind the name of it now. Oh, Cradle. Cradle was a great mission. Oh, Cams would be dead.
I'm looking up the GoldenEye characters right now.
GoldenEye characters. All right.
Yeah.
You have James Bond, Moneypenny, Trevelyan, Xenia on the top, Natasha Romanoff. What do you call it? Natalia.
If you Google GoldenEye N64 characters, like the graphics,
It's horrible.
it's
It's
insane.
horrible.
What we are at right now.
Yeah. And right, let's see. I know I said Black Widow, but I meant Natalia, and then Natasha is her name. No, her name's Natalia as well. You also had, let me think. You had Boris, Odd Job.
I was always the short guy.
Odd Job. That's Odd Job.
Yep.
You had Borinsomdy as well. You had, I think you had Goldfinger. You had Jaws. You had, who else did you have on it? Did you have Q? I can't remember if Q was in it or not. I need to go and look at it, but I think I watched the film the other day, and it's still a good film. It's probably one of my favorite ones. That's for another podcast. GoldenEye for me. Now, what would you want new in it? There's the question for you. Yeah. Obviously, you'd want the game.
Nothing. It was perfect.
No, but obviously you don't want the shit controllers.
Just updated graphics.
Yeah.
Just give her updated graphics.
Yeah,
same
updated
weapon.
graphics.
The updated graphics. Oh yeah, so you had Trevelyan, Xenia, Oromov was in it as well.
Odd Job. That was
Odd Job. Did you not trust me when I said Odd Job? No, come on. No, seriously, I am a Bridgzilla. Right, I haven't seen the new film yet because I never got a chance to see it in the cinema, but I am a fucking Bond fanatic, so trust me. I don't know everything, but I know a bit about Bond. You had Mayday as well, Mishkin, which was the general that Oromov shot, and Valentine. And then you had the randoms, so you had the fucking. I'm seeing the exact same character list you are by the looks of it. So you had like the Russian soldier, infantry, scientist, commandant, Janus, the Janus guy, civilian, Petersburg guard, helicopter pilot, and naval officer. Do you remember fighting Borinsomdy? Do you remember that bonus level? Which was Borinsomdy's bonus level. What the fuck
How do you remember the names?
Because I'm a Bond fanatic. That's how I remember the names. Borinsomdy's a fucking psychopath as well. And Odd Job, by the way, is in my favorite like James Bond film, so that's why I know his name. And the rest of the GoldenEye characters because I watched it like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
That's why I know them so well. Because then there was GoldenEye, then they had Nightfall, which was on the GameCube. The PlayStation didn't have multiplayer, but they had Tomorrow Never Dies and The World Is Not Enough, which had decent stories. And they didn't have anything after that there. They had a couple of PlayStation 2 games and 360 games. And then Nintendo also got Nightfall. It was called Nightfall. and they got another one as well. Nightfire, sorry, it was called Nightfire. But yeah, that Golden Knight for me as well would be the one I'd remake, and I'd probably, obviously, update graphics, of course. I don't know if I'd want to keep the same controllers. Would you? I'd allow the option to have the shit Nintendo controllers in it because you had to do the left-right moving. You couldn't.
How would you hold Nintendo controllers?
Like that.
Yeah.
So
right, like the middle.
Left hand on mid and right hand was on A, B, C.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never used this fucking D-pad over here.
No, that one was so pointless.
I used it for PES. I used it for Pro Evolution Soccer. Or World Cup. I can't remember what the soccer game was called back then. Then Cam has all. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, it is Cam. Has also come up in. What do you think the worst remade game has been? And I can't think of any. That was a nice crack.
It wasn't that nice. It's Coors Light.
Here, it was louder than the first one.
Chug.
We had a friend called Zilla, and Zilla is our mate. No, don't do it.
Well, I was just thinking. I don't know.
We're not talking about streamers. We're not talking about streamers. This is retro games. If you have any other questions, by the way, for future podcasts, drop them in the Discord because we'll forget these. I know I will. You're better dropping anything that's nothing to do with retro gaming. Drop it in the Discord, and we'll talk about it in a later podcast. Crash Bandicoot.
I mean, I still love Crash Bandicoot.
So I could play Crash Bandicoot today.
I put a lot of time into Crash Bandicoot back in the day too. But I was thinking when we're talking about SOCOM, I think that's why I like Rogue Company so much because it's that third-person shooter like SOCOM. As far as the only added thing is that you have abilities, but you take the abilities away and just the same grenades and like shooting gunplay.
Yeah.
Like SOCOM was more out in the
Hello,
forest and
Nate.
dirt
How
and
are you?
stuff,
Happy
like,
Friday.
But I think that's why I like it because it brings me back to that third-person shooters.
Yeah.
But I was also thinking of the game Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal, oh yeah, with the big fucking ice cream truck with a clown. Yes.
I just looked it up. A new Twisted Metal game is reportedly in the works for PS5.
Oh yeah, they're allegedly bringing
to go along with a Twisted Metal TV series.
Wait, what?
I don't know. That's what I was just googling some stuff, but Twisted Metal was another one that I think I played like the first and second, but never played any of the ones beyond that. So I don't know if those remakes did good or did not.
Neither did I. Cam's going on the back of Crash Bandicoot saying that the new one's very hard, and the only reason the new one's hard is as when we were younger, there was obviously less pixels on the PlayStation, but now because there's more, Crash Bandicoot's feet are bigger, which means his landing points are bigger, or you can't land on the edge as easy because like where center of gravity where his feet is, you'll fall off most things, and that's what pretty much you just fall over. COD 4 was a good remake, but for only a couple of weeks for like the nostalgia. COD 4 was a good remake for the campaign. Good remake, but that's still not retro. We're talking retro, which is pre-2000 in this one.
I'm not. I can't. There's nothing that pops in my head as far as like they should have never remade that.
Yeah.
No, there's not in my head that
like
because
I don't think I'm a hard enough gamer, like knowledge based, and like I don't think I care enough to have been like, because I know there's people out there that probably have like their top 10 list of worst remakes ever done. I don't care enough as far as so I can't think of anything that like pops out to me.
Would Backyard Baseball be considered a retro game?
Yeah, I thought Backyard Baseball was cool too.
Never came across it.
Backyard Football and Backyard Baseball.
I never played Backyard Football, just Backyard Baseball.
Never even heard of it. Wouldn't be.
My God. It was on PC.
Is it?
It was such a good game.
Like, there's Cam saying about Resident Evil. The Resident Evil 2 on PlayStation.
Oh, I know one.
What?
Sorry. I don't know would it be considered a remake, but they not recently, probably 10 years ago, because I was in high school, they remade Tomb Raider for Xbox.
Oh my God, that was a complete reboot. That wasn't a remake.
Okay.
That was a reboot because they went. It's the first.
I was gonna say like that's nothing.
No, because they told the story of how she became Tomb Raider, which was never explored in the original games.
Okay.
And by the way, one of the best trilogies in the last couple of years, up there with Uncharted and Last of Us, and up there with them two games. The Tomb Raider reboots were phenomenal. Camilla Ludington played her brilliantly.
I tried playing. I want to play it again.
Go and play it. Honestly, recommend it. I couldn't recommend it more. But I remember playing Resident Evil 2. So So a guy that we would have traveled to school to get. Oh, I've just thought of another fucking game in the PS1 I had. He had Claire's disc for Resident Evil 2. And it scared the fuck out of me so much, it took me a month to play 17 hours of gameplay. That's how much it terrified me.
Just little bits.
Just little bits. So we used to obviously put the bins down to go out in the trash, the bin lorry guys. And ours would have been done on a Tuesday evening. And I remember, like, and John, you'll know what I'm on, J-Mac will know what I'm on about. Like, we've a pretty long drive for being in the country. For a child, it's quite long. And I would have sprinted with a full heavy bin and nowhere near the muscle capacity to hold said heavy bin. I would have sprinted to the end of the lane, dropped it off, probably coped half of it. Sorry, tipped over half of it, and then sprinted back up to the house just so that the zombies didn't get me.
I mean, that's like the same classic thing of being in the basement. You have to turn the lights off.
Yeah.
And then you sprint up the stairs.
You sprint up them stairs.
Monsters to get you. Like,
Gamma, I love you, but also you can fuck right off because he was only 1 in 2,000 and Abyss was 2. Y'all can suck my dick. Children. Fucking children!
Yeah.
They wouldn't have went through they didn't go through the pains we did. Oh.
Why, how old's Gamma?
Hey?
How old's Gamma?
Gamma's only 21.
Is he really?
He's 22.
to be 21, 22.
Cam was 16 when Gamma was 1.
Oh.
Nonce behavior, Fluffy. Fuck off,
I didn't realize he was that young.
He is so young. I was fucking 14. Gee, or was it? Yeah. Oh, Gamma, you're such a bloody child, so you are, mate. Oh my god. Like retro games that Micro Machines was another one on the PlayStation 1. It was a top-down 4-person racing game, and I used to love it.
Yeah, I don't know if I know.
I used to love it. Abyss, you're 10 years younger than me. That still
didn't
doesn't count.
Didn't you want to say something about Guitar Hero? Didn't somebody in your chat?
Oh yeah, but I was going to say Guitar Hero is not really a retro game if we're talking about 2000. But somebody did mention Guitar Hero and mentioned The Devil Went Down to Georgia. That is in rotation in my my driving playlist because it is fucking such a tune.
I know it's not retro, but there are so many songs that I hear now, like out at the bar or like playing on the radio in the car. Like it is just like, that's from Guitar Hero or that's Rock Band.
Fogheart, Slow Ride.
I also have them for American Idol too.
I had this. I know this isn't retro, but we're going to keep talking about it anyway. But I had the AC/DC Live Barracuda. Oh, another great Guitar Hero 3 song. I had the when did True Crime Streets of LA come out? That was PS1, and I remember that game as well. It was like you were a cop basically. GTA. It was really good. But I had the AC/DC Live disc for Rock Band, so it was played that there. I played Thunderstruck so much, right, that when I'm driving in my car and Thunderstruck comes on, I sit my hand on the gear stick like this here, and I sit and do this here the whole time as if I'm playing the song, and I know it. I can remember the Rock Band notes the whole way through.
You just knew it by heart.
I knew it by heart so much, and then that's how much I knew it. And Brutal Legend was the Jack Black game, and True Crime was a great soundtrack too. But
have you ever done the complete side note, the drinking game to Thunderstruck? That song?
No.
Yes.
Every time so you stand in a circle, and every time it says Thunderstruck, you drink, and then the next time it says it's someone else, the person next to you drinks, and you just go around for the circle.
Just basically a circle drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's class.
But there's one spot that gets fucked.
Yeah.
Most of them are like Thunderstruck. So you're just doing kind of like quicks. There's one where it's Thunderstruck, boom, instrumental for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Because
Just like
until the next Thunderstruck comes.
I remember I got that person and I needed to wave over another beer because it won't get out of me. I had to drink another beer because it was such. And I remember after once or twice doing that, I started like counting. I'm like,
okay, where do I need to be in the circle?
Yeah, good luck.
Where do I need to be to not get hit by this here?
I never played Rock Band. I did play Guitar Hero, and I remember in college when I was playing Guitar Hero, we would go to each other's apartments and play. But one of the funny stories was I was moving in, so My first 2 years, I was in the dorm. Third year, I finally got an apartment with my two buddies, and we're we're moving in. I have my Guitar Hero in one hand. I'm carrying whatever a bag, and beside the apartment beside us had four ladies in it.
Storm, baby!
I later started dating one of them, but the funny story was that we came up in the elevator with the one I ended up dating, and her parents told her that she should hang out with me because I was her hero. Later told me that. I didn't hear it at the time, but like when we went
Confirmed.
to our apartment,
Hey, youngins.
like, you should hang out with him. He is Guitar Hero.
Confirmed. Guitar Hero 3 will get you laid.
Let's go.
Guitar Hero 3 was good.
I mean, women go crazy for a guy with an instrument. I mean, it was, the instrument was only like this long and had colored keys on it, but
it was still fucking amazing. Like, I'm gonna go through. Like, I know we didn't want to go this deep into retro, but now we're talking. I want to go through the Guitar Hero 3. Guitar Hero also had the Halo 3 Mjolnir, the Gamer National Anthem remix on it for Xbox.
I don't know if you
What
guys
song?
The Halo Mjolnir remix of the Halo theme.
Maybe if I heard it, I would know.
It's a rock version of the Halo theme. Is probably the best way. They also had Guitar Hero 3 had a Muse what do you call it?
Thank you for
Muse
the sub, Nate.
DLC. They had a Foo Fighters DLC. I had soundtrack. Where's this? No, give me the soundtrack. Wikipedia.
Also, did you see my
Soundtrack.
new notification?
I can't really read that. 73 playable songs. Man, they're songs in Guitar Hero 3. They had Anarchy in the UK, fucking great one. Slipknot, Before I Forget, great one. Black Magic Woman, Bulls on Parade, Cherub Rock by Smashing Pumpkins, Cliffs of Dover. That fucking song was a pain in the ass to play in Guitar Hero 3.
I have a question. Once again,
Tell
off
me what
topic.
you think about this.
Of course, always off topic for me.
Never.
Do you guys enjoy Creed or like Nickelback, like butt rock music?
When you are
Exactly.
So,
Have you ever
I am
watched
a
like Dallas
huge
Soup and all?
fan. Huge fan of butt rock. That's what we call it, butt rock.
Butt rock.
And
John.
the bars by me, especially like the one that's like I used to go to like weekdays and
Frequent.
like in the wintertime there's only like 5 people in it, so like I got to know whatever. I used to have their touch tunes on my phone, and whenever like in the summertime it was super busy and it was kind of getting late, I would take over the touch tunes
What the hell?
and just play Creed,
Oh,
and
God,
it
God.
would clear out the bar.
I wonder why.
And I'd be like, now we got space again. We're good.
Go if you ever want to have a laugh at Creed. Go on like YouTube, look up McNasty or Soup Creed. They take the piss out of Creed so much, just because of the way he sings. Nickelback,
Creed and Nickelback. Yeah.
Nickelback, just Nickelback got too much shit.
Photograph.
Photograph. Let's photograph, and he just hold this thing up and just scream. Like they had.
Thank you, Nate.
They had two bangers for me. Was This Is How You Remind Me, fucking great song.
Yes. Yep.
There's another song that there was a great one. Oh shit, Nickelback.
6 feet.
No.
What's the name of that one? The one song of 6 feet from the edge.
Is that it? No, don't play.
Wish you would step back from that ledge.
Too Bad was another good one. Good Times Gone. How long? No, it wasn't that.
Yeah, it's like maybe 6 feet ain't so far down.
Too Bad was a good one.
Stay calm. Stay fucking calm.
Never Again. Do you know what? You see that Silver Side Up album? Actually was a banger of an album. Just want to say it. As much as I take a piss out of anybody who likes Nickelback now, I'd say that 6 Feet Under album was a banger. Completely off topic, like. I think I've seen another question pop up there. There is phonograph, and he holds up a meme of the graph. Burnout games were good. Remember the Burnout games? Burnout Paradise.
SS Tricky just popped in my head.
Oh
too.
my god, SS Tricky with a brilliant.
SS Tricky.
SS
Yeah.
Tricky. SS
You know the
Tricky.
song goes, yeah, like, I'm 6 feet from the edge, but
I'm 6 feet from the edge. Hold on.
Hold on, American Idol that? Say it
6
again.
feet from the edge.
And I'm thinking.
Is
maybe
it Creed
6 feet
song?
ain't so far down.
So far
Yeah, that's a
down.
Creed song. One
Yeah,
last,
I
one
know
last
it's Creed,
breath.
but what's the name of it?
One last breath.
One Last Breath. That's it. Yes,
Yeah.
okay. That's one of my
Yeah.
favorites.
So, John, I did see SSX earlier.
Welcome,
I did see it.
Raiders.
But you had raid party.
Raid party.
Hold on, I'll play it.
We're talking about retro gaming, even though right now we're talking about
No, we're going
songs
back.
on
We're going back to
Marathon.
SSX Tricky, and we're talking about music still as well. But SSX Tricky, Run DMC, it's Tricky, great song. But it introduced me to Finger 11 because they had Good Times on it. SSX, yeah. Oh, Finger 11, Good Times. It was the Finger 11 wrote the theme song for Kane the wrestler.
Hi, Griff.
Theirs is Slow Chemical. Slow Chemical. So it's a bow wow 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 wow. Never mind. I'm going down the road with a different road altogether here, so I'm the wonder of the. Never mind. Okay, stop me. Simpsons Hit and Run. Oh my god. So we're talking about retro gaming as well. There is a bar/restaurant in Dublin called Token, and the guys in honors, you guys have seen me put the video up, or did you see me? I maybe didn't share the video with you guys, but Token in Dublin is just a massive arcade with a restaurant fired in the middle of it. So where we were sitting at, I had Space Invaders from the 80s. I had Double Dragon, Pac-Man, Tetris. There was Pac-Man. Oh yeah, old Pac-Man.
I mean,
old Tetris.
Pac-Man's a classic.
Dance Dance Revolution was there as well.
Hated Dance Dance Revolution.
Fucking pain in the ass, that game. It had X-Men, Turtles, the original Donkey Kong from '81, Metal Slug 3. There was The Simpsons Hit and Run. There was a Mario Kart. There was a Tekken. There was a Mortal Kombat. There was Time Crisis 3. There was a Star Wars, and there was about 10 pinball machines, and it was fucking amazing. Absolutely brilliant. Anybody in Ireland, go and visit it. Piece of cake and cake. Gamma, are you thinking about Portal right now, my guy? Because that's another fucking very good retro game. You know, it's not really retro. It's like mid 2000s.
I was gonna say, I don't know. I would consider that newer than retro.
Yeah. So I think it's like mid 2000s. The original Portal came out, and then Portal 2 came out as well. This was a triumph. Portal game. I don't want to type in Portal because Battlefield will pop up.
I was thinking a Portal Potty would pop up.
Portal? What do you think I'm saying? Hold on. What do you think I'm saying?
Portal Potty game, huh?
Portal Potty game, huh?
I mean, the game of a Portal Potty is getting in and out as fast as you can. That's
pretty much, yeah. And don't touch the sides on the way in or out.
Does anyone remember the game Quake?
Fuck yeah.
I don't think I've ever.
I never played Quake.
The original Quake was just, again, GoldenEye style, but it was like, I might have been 4v4 arena shooter. Cam, keep me right, because you're as old as I am.
Yeah, Joza brought it up.
Yeah, Doom was old school. Wolfenstein was original, like, earlier as well.
Portal Potty.
Well, never played Wolfenstein until the PlayStation 4. I think it was when I first played it. Enemy Territory Quake Wars was great. Red Faction, somebody mentioned in my chat earlier, but again, that's PlayStation 2. You know, it was PlayStation 1. I'm trying to think all the PlayStation 1 games I had. I had so many. I had Tomb Raider. I had like three of the Tomb Raiders.
Does anybody remember this? Qbert?
Yeah. Yeah. Qbert is a throwback as well.
Talk about a stressful game.
It was a rough game, wasn't it?
Basically, you had to get all the top parts the same color to win.
Yeah.
Almost Pac-Man style, but like more up and down levels.
Oh yeah, it was like
That
the triangle. Frogger. Oh, Frogger's a throwback, mate. Oh, we had TV Boy, it was called, which had Frogger on it. Retro style as well. We haven't even talked about
as well.
We haven't even gone back as far as the SNES. I got a laptop, obviously, for university, and the first thing I bought for it on the laptop, or not bought, downloaded, was a SNES emulator. And every year in the summer, I made sure to finish Super Mario World at least twice in the summer, without fail, because I fucking loved that game as a child. Like I
don't remember playing that one.
You don't remember playing Super Mario World?
Of it right now. Oh, I thought you were talking about snails.
What?
Did you see snails?
Did you say snails?
I said on the SNES. Is my accent is not that
SNES?
fucked, right?
On
My
the
accent is
SNES?
not that scuffed, guys. Yes,
Hold on.
on the SNES, on the SNES. If you say what's a SNES, I'm totally yeeting you
Yeah,
to this podcast.
I was about to ask.
Okay. I don't think I've ever heard it be just called the SNES.
Yes, it's called
Yo,
the
you
SNES.
learn something new every day.
It's called the. How do you not know it's called this? It says SNES. What?
Yeah, I think I've always just said the Super Nintendo. I don't think I've ever said SNES. Right there, that bad boy.
So, guys, once again, we are looking for a third person to join our podcast. We prefer them to be overseas.
Thank you, Cam. All right, these fucking children don't know what they're talking about.
Who you
Motherfucker.
call children, boy?
You heard what I'm calling children, boy. Oh, why I oughta.
Do the Popeye one eye.
Why I oughta.
Oh,
Did you
you're
ever-
asking for it.
Did you ever play with those? It was the boxing ring. It was like a.
Oh, knock on sock 'em robots.
Yeah.
No,
Bing.
no, never had that. I wanted it the whole
I
time, but I
think
never
I
had it.
actually have that in the closet.
Yeah.
Hey.
It has
Break it
always,
out.
yeah, it has always been the SNES over here. Everybody we knew called it SNES. It is the Super Nintendo, obviously. But yeah, like we had Super Mario World. How have you never played
be
Super
honest,
Mario
I-
World?
No. I have. I was so thrown off by snails that I was looking up the snails game, which there is a snails game, by the way. There's a old school snails game that I looked up, and I was like, I don't think I've ever played this. And then we had to deconstruct what you had said, but still, I don't think I've ever heard someone call it the SNES before. I've always been like Super Nintendo.
So chat, I'm looking for 2 streamers that want to join the podcast, and then we're taking the name because I called dibs.
It's a lot harder to get 2 than 1. High five, Bridgzilla.
You're this way. You're this way.
No.
That is,
Wrong way.
I have used two. I have used two of the most. That is the most scuffed high five I've ever seen in my life. You just went this way.
I'm at the bottom of my screen, so she's like up
So,
there.
so
bottom.
on my screen, Storm went
this way.
Storm went here, okay? And by the way, Storm's below Zilla, and Zilla went like here. So it was like, yeah.
All the fives.
All the fives.
All the fives. Jazz hands.
Fluff, you already have a recruit.
Who?
Joseph says, "Pick me, Fluff."
Joseph? Where's Joseph from?
He's actually from around by me, but he lives in Florida.
That's still too far. No, I need local people.
Yeah.
I need local people.
I need them local.
I need them local, boy.
Keep them close to me. You know.
Tony says, damn, Florida sucks. I can't think about it. Like, there's so many more retro games. You could be here for fucking hours talking about them. Like, I don't even know where to go now. I mean, we talked about living on rocks. Go, Storm.
I was gonna say I just do specifically remember like Christmas presents of getting games or systems and it being the most exciting thing when I opened them.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
100%.
Those definitely made Christmases special.
Oh my God.
Remember
John,
when
Kirby's fucking dream
when
land.
the Wii came out? So it was a new Xbox came out, a new PlayStation came out, and then also the Wii was released
All in the same sort of year.
on the same like holiday season.
So here's
and
the
I
question.
just remember everyone saying like, "Oh, it's a we wanted an Xbox."
What age were you when the
Oh, no.
sorry, what year were you in school when that came out?
The Wii?
Yes.
When did it come out?
Year
2006.
So I was.
I think. Tell me, was it 2006?
When was the Wii?
Is it
released?
05 or 06?
November 18,
2006.
2012. Wait, oh, no,
November. So I was
06.
14.
I was getting.
Yeah, I was 14.
I was
2006.
getting.
I was born in '92.
Oh, you're not that much younger than me.
Yeah, I was born in October of '92.
When the Wii came out, I was getting hammered in university and near broke my mate's toe playing the bowling.
Oh my God, the bowling was
The bowling
so much
was
fun.
the boxing was so much fun.
We
was
had a carnival game.
undefeated against my mates in the boxing.
We had a carnival game and it was so much fun.
Cam says he was married when the Wii came out. Old man. Old man.
I graduated high school 2006.
I was 05.
I graduated 11.
I was finished with college by 11.
I was starting my finance career when I was in 2011.
I was still on the Oregon Trail.
You get it. I'm young.
Storm is still suffering from dysentery.
I was still trying to fix a wheel and save Adam from dysentery.
So here's
He was also hitting on the girl with his guitar.
Guitar Hero, yeah, he was indeed. Whilst he had dysentery. Fuck's sake, Storm.
Why didn't we go do that? Well, I don't know.
Abyss was in year 4 when it came out. So this is a kind of a thing I've always had in my head was I'll give 3 different games and I want you to tell me the retro game you think birthed that type of game. So it's like genre of game more than anything. Okay?
I'm
Okay.
listening.
So what do
I wish
you
we had buzzers.
I know. So
We just have to high five for the answer.
yeah. Just go. Boom. No, you're still the wrong way. You're still the wrong way. You're high-fiving my chat right now. You're not even high-fiving chat. All right, so on my screen, Storm,
High-fiving on my screen.
Storm, do this.
Oh, that's perfect.
Do. Okay.
Hello, Wheels. How are you?
I need the bathroom so bad, but I want to answer this question. Okay, so what do you think retro? So I'm thinking pre-2000. Okay, retro. We're going retro here. What do you think gave birth to first-person shooters that we know today? Oh God, there's dead air. I wasn't expecting that.
Well,
Yeah, I bet
as soon as you said it, Halo pops in my head.
that's not retro though.
That's not retro.
No.
SOCOM.
What?
SOCOM, I would take SOCOM because that's pre-2000.
I mean, Deadeye, because it's technically an arena
I
shooter
couldn't
and
play
it's still a
shooters
arena
back
shooter.
then. I was under 10 years. I was 8 years old. My
That's-
parents did
that's-
not let me
doesn't-
play shooters.
That doesn't make the question any different. So for me,
Original-
Duck. Tony said Duck Hunt. Do you know what I learned the other day?
That red gun.
But
Do you know
that's
what I
the thing
learned the
nowadays.
other day?
Sometimes you're the duck and
Okay.
sometimes you're the hunter.
But do you know what I learned the other day? In Duck Hunt, if you plug the controller into slot 2, you control the duck.
What?
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. That's in the instructions.
I think I found it on some like,
instructions?
TikTok or some weird thing myself.
So I think Cam has a good answer, but the reason why I don't like it is because I never played it back then. But Counter-Strike has been around since '99, so kind of
Yes.
did. But for
yeah.
me, it was Doom or GoldenEye. Doom sort of gave you the introduction to first-person shooter, but GoldenEye was the first 3D first-person shooter we had that introduced multiplayer.
I would still lean towards Counter-Strike.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
There's more Counter-Strike like games now than there are GoldenEye.
100%. For me, it
shooters.
was GoldenEye giving birth to like the first-person aspect of shooter, and then Counter-Strike came in and gave way to your Call of Duties, your S&D Call of
Team-based,
Duties and stuff like that. And then
team-based shooters.
Doom midway for
You were
Halo.
technically on a-
It's
you were
kind of hard to pin
technically
one.
on a team in GoldenEye, but no, everyone's in for themselves on it.
There was 2v2, but you still only
still,
you all play by
you were
yourselves.
still kind of doing your own thing. There
Oh, fuck
wasn't.
yeah.
There was just like there wasn't like a work together
No.
technology.
No, there was
Like,
not at all.
Counter-Strike definitely birthed like play together, play off each other, make strats, make plays to like. You couldn't
Wheels,
just
how are ya?
be by yourself and dominate.
No, Unreal Tournament is another one. Unreal Tournament was 90s, late 90s.
I never got into Unreal Tournament, but I know
Yeah, I
that
don't
was
think I
also
ever
very
played that
competitive.
one.
Oh, I need to
I know that was a competitive scene as well.
I need to pee so bad. I
for
really do. I know. We're nearly finished, I suppose. I'll go to the toilet when you think of this here. The next one is an adventure game.
Adventure.
What do you think give way to adventure games we know now while I go to the toilet? And you're going to see my lovely legs and my shorts.
I mean,
My lovely. Hold on. Bye.
Everyone zoom in.
can't take action. Those thunder thighs. I mean, I never played it, but I guess like
Adventure?
the like Link, like
Yeah.
Zelda games probably are.
I was gonna say like Zelda.
Do you consider
Or even Mario
considered
with
adventure game?
Mario, because
They're
that's
more
kind of like
side scroller. You're not really like adventuring through a world. You're
true.
you're going levels. You're eventually through levels. Whereas Zelda, I felt like you're more in a world, but like going different directions.
yeah.
I think Zelda a little more than Mario. I'm just trying to think of like, what did I think was an adventure game back when I was
I
a
would
kid?
think of like I feel like Mario, but like you said, that's not really adventure. It's
No, I
not
guess at the time it kind of was. To us now, it's
because
not
that's
an
what it.
adventure game.
That's the most they could do.
Exactly. So for that time, you could argue that was an adventure game
Yeah.
because you're adventuring through. Like you didn't have the same scene, same level. The levels changed. There is
Yeah,
different
and you would
dynamics.
go like the main screen. You would go move from like one level to the other.
Mhm.
Like, so I feel
Yeah.
like
I like for that time period, I would say yeah.
that was an adventure game for that
But
time.
now that we've
period.
gotten older and know things, I would consider it a side scroller as a common term
Yeah.
now than adventure game. But that's because we've been so blessed with different adventure games.
Yeah, I feel like that's
I mean, I guess you could say when he talked about the early GTA, could you consider that adventure game? Because it was
would that
more
be
it was-
adventure?
I don't know. See, when I
I
think
think-
adventure, I'm thinking like
Levels.
open world, not necessarily open, like not as we know as open world, but like back then where it wasn't. You went around what was a map
Yeah,
to play the game, and I feel like GTA did that at the start.
yeah. I feel like if
beloved.
there was anything, I feel like our final answer right now would be
Boom! Camera shake.
Couldn't
Do you
help
have
it.
your calves tattooed?
What's that?
He can't hear me. Do you have your calves tattooed?
Just my right hand one, yeah. My right hand one's
Is that one or is that multiple?
just
You think
one.
I can see? What is it?
It's too dark to tell what it is.
Yeah.
It's the Legend of Zelda.
Oh.
I will send a picture. I'll send a picture. Yeah. It's the Legend of Zelda. Oh my god, that was the first tattoo I ever got to.
So-
How old were you?
When did me and her break up?
Welcome to Animal Lover. We're talking.
I can't remember. I know I was in my 20s, like.
This podcast.
You're up.
Yeah. Okay, so what did you think?
We're thinking Mario,
Yeah. Mario would have been my answer as well.
but we
we're-
were debating
Go for it.
because it's not really adventure to what we know adventure with today's types of games.
But it gave you a story, no matter how scuffed the story was. You know, fucking big dragon steals woman. There's so much porn about that now. But
Well, I was wondering if
Sorry.
Zelda trumped
see,
Mario.
yeah, you see.
Because like I would say now Mario, as we look at it now, is a side scroller. You're essentially just moving through a level.
Yep.
Where I felt, even though I don't know because I never played Zelda, I know that Zelda had like more of directions and like you were going more in a world.
So
it's
you
not
had
necessarily open world.
Zelda was linear open world. So you never went, side scroll. It was always you could go around the map. It was top down like GTA. So for me, it still is Mario, because Super Mario World I think came out first. Zelda sort of give way to like real open world exploration with Ocarina of Time, but that's an open world game. But adventure game for me would be your Mario's, your Tomb Raiders, your old school Legends of Zeldas. They would have been my first sort of foray into adventure games. That's why I would say Mario. But as you
And
went
that's what
along, yeah. Go on ahead.
I was just saying that's what we were kind of saying too. Is like for that time period, I would consider that as an adventure game.
Yeah.
Now that I've grown and found like now I use more of a side-scrolling term for it and
Yeah.
not adventure game because of where we at currently.
Oh yeah.
So the three things we said were Zelda, Mario, and the original GTA that you talked about as far as
Open world exploration.
venturing
Yeah.
out on a map rather than
Yeah.
just a linear side-scrolling.
But then we were like, back in the day, that's all like when Mario came out, that was an adventure because that's really,
That was it. Yeah.
they don't have the technology like what we have
Like
now.
the original Metroids And anybody with Switch will have, you can see Metroid Dread is styled the exact same. It was a side scroller the whole time. There was no 3D. Any old school adventure game, there's so many PC adventure games were all left to right scrolling. Probably the Oregon Trail was a left to right scroller as well, as much as you died of dysentery in it, which is dark. That's fuck me for a child's game. That's fucking dark.
I'm messed up now because of that.
Yeah, he's like, and then the final one for me,
abandonment issues because that game.
the final sort of video game birthing for me would have been Banjo-Kazooie was another good one. Donkey Kong Country was another good one. Here, if you don't have Donkey Kong, you don't have Super Mario. That's all I'm saying. And that is a genuine truth for anyone that doesn't know. You're bound to know why. You know when Mario first appeared, right? I'm looking at Zilla because she's the child here.
I was waiting. I was gonna see if she's gonna ask.
Don't call me out.
No, I'm calling you out.
Okay,
Do you know when Super Mario first arrived on the Nintendo?
What came first?
I do not remember off the top of my head.
That's not the answer. So you don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I may remember if you tell me. But let's hear
Donkey
it.
Kong in 1981. Super Mario was called, I think he was called Plumber Man on the Donkey Kong in 81.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then they were
Yeah,
like,
right, Nate?
huh.
I was just so called out there.
Yeah. He's also,
Donkey Kong wasn't doing this.
yeah, he didn't have Super Mario.
Never would have been a Mario.
And I think I would need to go and check the stats, but at a point he was the biggest selling individual video game character in the world because he spanned so many different games. He's in hundreds
Mario?
of games. Yeah. He's got fucking Super Mario World,
Luigi,
golf,
have you walked in
tennis,
your shadow?
kart, party, Paper Mario, Yoshi's Island. There's so many. But the last one then in terms of birthing games, because we sort of spoke about stories and stuff like this here. Oh, Cam's got a good question here. He wants to know something. If one of us before anyone without Googling, well, you need to tell me the question and I'll ask it. But what was the fighter birthing game? The game that birthed fighters? What is Sonic's real name? Does he have a real name?
Senior, fifth.
Hedgehog the Fifth.
Weekend, I'm actually away, so I can't.
I don't know what birth fighters.
But we will get games soon.
Trying to think.
What the fuck kind of name is that?
Fighters.
Yeah, fighter. Sorry about the high pitch in there.
I've never been a huge fighter game person personally, so my one buddy Retro would probably answer this instantly and know exactly.
Cam, by the way, Cam, that is a phenomenal pop quiz
Is
question.
Teeter in either of your chats?
Is Teeter in either of our chats?
Yeah, Teeter loves retro games.
He's not my
might
chat,
be.
no.
But he hasn't said anything to me, so I don't know.
He's not mine.
I was like, I feel like he would have all the answers. For
Oh, he would.
these.
He would have all the answers for these. Fighter, probably Street Fighter
Why?
for me.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game on the
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if this would this. What about
Mortal Kombat.
no Super Smash Brothers?
What came first, Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter?
Street Fighter, I believe Street Fighter's in 91, 92.
Came first.
Original.
Where the Street Fighters, Mortal Kombat, ever since the
Street Fighter was 87. Mortal Kombat, I think, was
Could technically Super Smash Brothers be a fighter?
technically yes.
I'm terrible at those games.
Mortal Kombat was 92. Street Fighter came first
Always does.
as an arcade game. Most of these retros came out arcade first. Remember Dead or Alive, seeing boobs just bouncing on the ground. The teddy physics in Dead or Alive were just not right. Super Smash Bros. Original.
When did that come out?
Super Smash Bros. Original 99.
That's a retro.
It is a retro.
Yeah,
It is a retro.
Put it in the retro bag.
Put it on the list. Chris Jericho style. Put that on the list. And then you throw them through the map. Smash Bros. is fighter. Nowhere near. No, Street Fighter for me was the original. It's the first fighting game I remember playing in my cousin's house.
Actually, I think I did play Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. Dun 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 dun. Oh, I need to crack a cold one here.
When I was in high school, in our locker room, we had a big speaker system, and Mortal Kombat was always a song we put on.
Oh
Which is
fuck yeah!
because we were all, showering and dancing around naked, and like our coaches would come in and be like, "What the hell are you guys doing?" We're like,
Did you? It was always the trans version as well.
they were always like, "All right, we're gonna be in the office. Y'all finish up whatever this is."
Hold. Wait for the hiss. Oh, that didn't hiss at all.
Oh,
You are shit. That is shit.
They're hissing at us.
Oh, it's and it's an India Pale Ale, that's why. There's no fucking fizz in you. You betcha. I don't really have much else to say about retros. I think we covered a good bit of ground there. More or less.
I think we crushed it.
Yeah.
We did good.
I mean,
we done did good.
We're probably, I don't know what our next topic's going to be. We'll talk about it over the coming weeks.
oh shit! It's already 7 o'clock. Holy shit!
Yeah, it's already
You got a
midnight.
date. You're gonna be late for your date.
It's already
I know.
midnight.
I'm late for a very important date.
I'm late for a date. So I don't know what our next topic's going to be. I don't know if we're just
But
going to keep.
next week we're not here, right?
No, we're off. We're off next week.
Yeah, we're off next week, and then the
Hopefully back
following
the
week.
following week.
Oh, I know what the next week is.
Oh, I know what it is too.
That
Yeah,
next,
yeah. I
that
know what
next
it is.
topic is.
Are we,
Are we gonna-
I've already spoke to the two of them. Are we definitely doing that?
Are we on the same? I think we're. Are we talking about this thing?
We'll announce.
Hold
it
on,
in the future.
hold on. No,
We
hold
don't
on,
announce
hold on.
right
I'm gonna. Please open your discords. Please refer to your discords.
here. Sending
What's
out
it?
signals.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. Hold on. No, there's someone else as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's wait, but let's.
I thought.
Let's wait to announce though.
No, but I thought
Yeah.
this one. I'm gonna say. I'm just replying to their message saying this one is our next one. That is it, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes,
I
because that
forgot
is
about that.
Yeah,
because that is the end of the month. So that is our
Yeah.
Because I already spoke to both of them. I said to them, I need to confirm with the
Hutch
guys.
said, spoke to the two of them. Kind of gives it away.
I know it does, but it doesn't say who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe it's me and Storm as the two of them.
Yeah,
He
Hutch.
spoke to us.
I've already
still
spoke
on
to
the
the. I've already
podcast.
spoke to the.
Good.
We made the cut, baby. Yeah, I've already. Hutch, I'm speaking about the two of them here. We've already spoke about it. We spoke to the two of these, and this is it. But I mean, there's two other topics in there, and I think that one there, this one, this one.
Yeah.
We can mention this in the chat, like in the podcast, like that we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Basically, we're going to talk about cultural differences. It's pretty
Because
much.
it's the Friday after Thanksgiving
It's a Friday after Thanksgiving, so Zilla's going to be
for us. So
Aye.
we started talking about
Zilla's-
desserts.
Zilla's going to be hanging together like a week's washing. I asked my boss could have it off, and he wasn't having any of it, but because I was going to sit and watch the football from like 6 o'clock. So
Yeah.
it's going to be Black Friday. Yes, it's Black Friday. We're going to be doing it. So
Get your sales
You guys
early and
actually,
get
we'll
back
talk about
into
it.
the
We'll
fight.
talk about it.
we will talk about it. We know what it's going to be out there, but we're basically going to talk about the differences between what we call things and cultural differences. So
Like desserts, foods,
desserts,
and-
foodstuffs, everything they got there. It's potato bread. John's saying that'll make no sense to these two guys because they don't know what we're talking about. But
We'll get into
Potato
it.
bread.
Yes.
We'll dig into
Well,
that.
potato bread is a fucking staple for a hangover fry. So that is in 2 weeks' time. As far as I'm aware, it is still the Friday night. I need to confirm closer to the time because I'm back in the bar probably the week after, but it's only going to be Friday nights, so we can need to move it to Thursday. We'll work that through and let everybody know obviously in advance. It'll probably be around the same time anyway. I'll just be very, very tired on a Friday morning and work. I'll just be like I see work like it was today.
It's Friday though.
It's Friday then.
Friday,
It's Saturday, Sunday.
Saturday,
What?
Sunday.
Hold on, where's the trigger? I gotta hit that.
Friday, yeah.
I know nobody can see the video, but you're bound to be able to hear the music. No, you can't hear the music because the trigger fire's not on. God damn! Right, so I am going to. That's us.
Alrighty, guys.
No.
So we will see you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks time. Yep. Until then, look after yourselves.
Cheers to another great
Oh,
podcast.
cheers to another one.
Cheers.
I'm on now an India Pale Ale. Which camera are we on? Hold on. I'm on this one for my chat, and I'm on this one for you guys.
You guys are above me, so I'll just ting back and forth.
Shall we all high
The whole
five?
screen.
High five!
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Everyone
I need-
with a high five.
Hold on, I can't figure out where Storm's at. Right, Storm, you're there, and Zilla's like,
I'm everywhere.
Zilla's here for me. You're there for me.
You guys are up here for me, but to be a part of you guys, I think I can be here.
Alrighty.
All right, go. You enjoyed the updates. I'll see you in Road Company Storm in a couple minutes.
Alright.
I'll be back
See
in
ya.
5 minutes.
Yeah, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Bye.
Mwah, bye.
Alrighty, guys.
Okay, bye.
I am going to be right
Oh no,
back.
I can't play Nickelback. Oh no, I can't play Nickelback on stream. What am I doing? I can't even do that. I just can't do it, Captain. I didn't have enough power.